Ohai. Changsha. The city district to the provinces of Hunan of the People's Republic of China, the administrative center of the province. It is located on the Xiang River. Enters a historical, cold triangle of Changshutan. In a names of the city districts of Changsha, Chuchu, Xiangtan are integrated. Changsha is characterized by a humid subtropical climate with an average annual temperature about +17 C. Average monthly temperatures vary from +4.6 C in January up to +29 C in July. Annual level of rainfall is 13 Summer long and hot, with plentiful rainfall. Winter quite droughty and short. Sometimes there are frosts and temperature falls below 0 C. Changsha is known as the large center already B.C. in kingdoms Chu and Qin. The iron sword dated 500 BB, made in spring and fall, was found in Changsha. On a figure in the Chinese tomb 302 years or ad found in Changsha one of the first images of a stirrup. After Qin Shi Huang for the first time in the history united all Chinese lands in the Uniform Empire, in 221 BB the country was broken into 36 districts, one of which was a Chinchaski district. The authorities of the district were placed in the county of Xiangxian. When after disintegration of the empire Qin Liu Bang proclaimed himself the governor of the new empire of Han, in 202 BB he conferred a title at Rui, the Chinchaski prince. And therefore the Chinchaski district became Chinchaski Destiny. And the county of Xiangxian was renamed into Linxian. Chinchaski princes left an important mark in the history. Princely family possessed the well-known burial of Ma Wangtui in modern archaeology, at court of Chinchaski princes the poet Gi, etc. served. A straight line of descendants at Rui was stopped in 156 BB with death Ajais, but the Emperor Jingdi conferred a title, the Chinchaski Prince, of Liu Fa, and the destiny existed up to the end Western Han. At the time of dictatorship Wang of Mang destiny in the 10th year became the Tinmansky district. But after overthrow Wang of Mang and education East Han the Emperor of Guanyudi conferred a title in the 26th year of the Chinchaski Prince on Liu Crossing to Liu Shun's son, and restored destiny. However, in the 37th year when association of the country was actually completed, the emperor decided that the princely title doesn't befit Liu Crossing, and conferred a title on him Linxiansky Hu. The destiny became the Chinchaski district of the province of Jinghu again. When in 190 the campaign had took place during Zhuo Mines, Chinchaski put a Taishoji and joined the coalition that laid the foundation for the eminence of a sort put, Troyetsistvaya who headed during an era state U. At the time of the Empire of Jin the Emperor Huadi divided in 307 the province of Jinghu into 8 areas Zhou, and these places became the Shangshu area. At the time of the Empire of Sui in 589 because there was Jotun Reservoir, the Shangshu area was renamed into Tanzu. And the county of Linxian to the county of Changsha. During an era of 5 dynasties and 10 kingdoms, Arsacusat's Yin in 907 proclaimed himself the governor of the late Kingdom Chu, and made these places the capital. In 927 he renamed the Tanzhou area into the Chinchasky Justice. In 951 his state was destroyed by the southern Tan's troops. After association of the country to the empire, Sung Chanchaskia the Justice in 960 was liquidated, and the Tanzhou area, which authorities were still placed in the county of Changsha, was restored again. In 976 Chanchaskia Tuite Shou Zhudong founded Yulu Academy, the forerunner of the modern Hunan University. After the Mongolian gain, the country was divided into regions Lu, and the Tanzhou area in 1277 became the Tanchausky region. In 1329 it was renamed into the Tianlinsky region. After insurgents under the leadership of Zhu Yuanzong overthrew the power of Mongols here, the Tianlinsky region became in 1364 Tanzhauskaya Justice. And after declaration of the Empire, Ming Tanzhauskaya the Justice in 1372 was renamed into the Chinchasky Justice. At the time of the empires of Ming and Qing, these places actively developed, having become the market of tea and rice known all over the country. At the time these lands submitted to Hugansky of Abushinsha, whose rate was in Huachang, but in 1723 Hugansky's device of Abushinsha was divided into left and right, and the right Hugansky of Abushinsha moved here. So Hugang's division into the provinces of Hubei and Hunan began. In the 19th century, during fight against the revolt of Taiping of Changsha, there was base of Xiansky army, Zhenguofanya. Taipinam wasn't succeeded to take the city. Exactly here, the prince of the west Zhao Chuogui died. At the end of the 19th century here sometime the reformer Tan Saiton worked. In 1904 Huang Crossing and Sung Jaoran created in Changsha the secret organization, Huaxinggui, which next year united with Xinjianggui in Tongmengui. After the Xinqiski Revolution in China, reform of structure of administrative division, during which justices and therefore in 1913 the Chinchasky Justice stopped the existence, were abolished, was undertaken. At this time here the political career of Mao Zedong began. From 1913 to 1918 he was a student of the Hunan Teacher Training College, and then from 1920 to 1922 worked as the teacher. Since 1922 the authorities of the province of Hunan were placed here. In 1933 the city of Changsha was officially allocated from the county of Changsha in separate administrative structure. During the Second Fucking Chinese War from 1939 to 1944 Japanese made 4 attempts to seize Changsha. As a result of the largest of the man-made city fires of 1938 of Changsha in China became one of the most destroyed cities of World War II. Along with Stalingrad, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. At the end of civil war Chen Minggren and Chen Qiang's ordering local garrison without fight came over to the side of communists, having saved Changsha from new destruction. In 1949 the special district of Changsha was formed. Consisting of 8 counties, which authorities were placed in the county of Xiangtan. The city of Changsha wasn't a part of the special area, having become the city of provincial submission. In 1950, the urbanized part of the county of Xiangtan was allocated to the certain city of Xiangtan. In 1951, from the county of Xiangtan the city of Chuchu, and from the county of Changsha the county of Wangcheng was allocated. In 1952, the special district of Changsha was renamed into the special region of Xiangtan. In 1955, the city of Changsha was divided into northern, southern, east and western areas. In 1957 also the suburb was created. On March 22, 1959 the county of Wangcheng was again attached to the county of Changsha, and on March 31 the same year the county of Changsha was transferred from structure of the special region of Xiangtan under jurisdiction of city authorities of Changsha. In 1977 the county of Wangcheng was again formed. In 1983 under jurisdiction of the authorities of Changsha were given the county of Shangyan from structure of the district of Yuan, the county of Ninzan from structure of the district of Ayan, and the county Luang from structure of the district of Xiangtan. In 1986 the county of Shangyan was transferred to structure of the Sveshobrazovany city district of Yuan. In 1993 the county Luang was transformed to the city county. In 1996 old division of Changsha into areas was abolished, and new 5 areas were created. In 2011 the county of Wangcheng was transformed to the area of city submission. In 2017 the county of Ninzan was transformed to the city county. Changsha, the large industrial center of the southern China. Changsha is included into the 20 most economically developed cities of the country. In 2008 his DDD was $43 billion, that is 15.1% more than an indicator on previous year. DDD per capita minus $65.89. Fast growth of the city and strong deterioration in his ecological situation is connected with economic development. The city attracts a huge number of foreign investments. So, only in 2005 to the city about $1 billion of direct foreign investments, mainly in high technologies, production, the food industry and services sector rushed. 59% of the total amount of investments came from Hong Kong, South Korea, Singapore and Japan. About 29% from the countries of America and 9% from the countries of Europe. In 2011 in the city the Piracy Angry Birds Park was open. On November 27, 2017 in the city the 5th meeting of coordinators of the countries of BRICS took place. Industry. The large national industrial and technological park works in the city. Chemicals, agricultural machinery and the equipment, food, cement, rubber, ceramics, paper and another are produced. In close proximity to the city coal mining is conducted. In the district the enterprise of the China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation Company, the space rocket equipment, is located. Trade. Considerable part of vegetables and fruit is delivered to Changsha through the wholesale logistics center of Takesi Agricultural Products. The main public transport in the city, buses. On April 29, 2014 the first line of the subway was open. Later the second and fourth lines of the subway were built, and in the long term there will be 6. On May 6, 2016, the line of Maglev, which connected among themselves the Southern Railway Station and the Huanghua Airport, was put into operation. Changsha, the large railway junction which is served by the central and southern stations. Through the city there are railroads with the high-speed and high-speed trains Wuhan, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, Changsha and Changsha, Kunming. Freight transportation from Changsha to Hanoi and Kiev is important. The international airport Huanghua Changsha is approximately in 20 km from the downtown and is one of the most loaded in China. Internal flights to such cities as Beijing, Kunming, Nanning, Chengdu, Guangzhou, Lanzhou, Fuzhou, Xi'an, Urumqi, Shanghai, Harbin and others, and also the international directions to Seoul, Singapore, Taipei, etc. are performed. Science and culture. The Hunan University, one of the oldest in China, it was formed in the 20th century on the place of ancient Academy Yulu. In the city there is one of the key national military universities of the country, the Defense Scientific and Technical University of the Chinese People's Liberation Army, known for development of supercomputers and components of the space and other equipment. In Changsha several museums are located, theaters, temples and the Catholic Archdiocese of Changsha works. On the bank of the Lake Meisi also International Center of Culture and Art to Meisik, in which big and small theaters and the Museum of Modern Art are joint is constructed. The most known museums, the Museum of the Province of Hunan, where exhibits of excavation in Mawangtui, and the Museum of Bamboo Labels in Changsha, where finds bamboo labels of Zumalu on a teratopia of the central part of the city are exposed. In the city on the Tangerine Island, Young Mao Zedong statue is established. In Changsha, also one of the highest in China and the world of monuments, a 99-meter statue of the goddess of Guanyin is located. In the city of Changsha in 1904, China's first public library, her name was opened. Hunan Provincial Library. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.